Minister Guerini, Admiral Bauer, General Rittiman, and General Admirals, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a great pleasure to be here today, to be back in Rome and to be back at this NATO Defense College, especially since we are here to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the NATO Defense College. And let me start by thanking you, General Rittiman, for your leadership, for the way you are leading this very important NATO institution. And you have ensured that the NATO Defense College remains the leading academic institution in our alliance. And it makes lasting contributions to our shared security. And this institution, the NATO Defense College, is helping the alliance to adapt to a changing world and stay ahead of the curve. I would also like to thank Minister Guerini de Lorenzo for being the host nation for hosting the Defense College for several decades. And Italy, as a founding member of our alliance, makes important contributions to our shared security, to our collective defense. Italy contributes to our presence in the Baltic region with air policing and troops. It takes part in our fight against international terrorism. Italy was a long-standing and important contributor to our mission in Afghanistan, and you help NATO to train and build capacity in Iraq. I would also like to thank Italy for what you have done over many, many years in leading the NATO force in KFOR in Kosovo and helping to stabilize the Western Balkans. On top of that, Italy hosts many important NATO institutions like this Defense College, but also the Joint Force Command Naples, and also now the new Alliance ground surveillance drones and many other important NATO institutions and facilities. So thank you both to the Defense College and to Italy as a host nation. General Eisenhower's mission in calling for the creation of the NATO Defense College was clear: to forge future generations of allied leaders capable of providing innovative solutions to some of our most difficult security challenges. In 1951, the college opened its doors to 47 men from 10 NATO countries for the first senior course. Since then, some 15,000 graduates have passed through the college classrooms and corridors, women and men, civilian and military, from 80 different nations, both from partner countries and, of course, from allied member states of NATO. And I'm delighted to see many of the current course members and graduates, the ancients, here today. Over the years, the college has developed its reputation as a leading provider of world-class education on nearly every aspect of international security. Its alumni have gone on to fill some of the highest civilian and military offices, both at the national level and in NATO. It has expanded its curriculum, and as you heard from the Commandant, it is launching a brand new senior executive seminar. In addition, it has developed cutting-edge research and an extensive outreach and engagement program with think tanks, academia, and other international organizations. The Defense College embodies the secrets of NATO's success, our unity and our ability to adapt. The college motto, Unitate Malentes, captures its long-standing commitment to promote unity, fostering a truly transatlantic mindset and culture, and helping to create the all-important human interoperability that ensures we can operate effectively together as allies and as partners. Transatlantic unity is even more important today as we continue to adapt our alliance to a more dangerous and more competitive world. Russia and China are leading an authoritarian pushback against the rules-based international order. Brutal terrorism persists, and other threats are transforming our security. From cyber attacks and disruptive technologies to the existential challenge of climate change. These are different challenges, different threats, but they have one thing in common: the need for Europe and North America to stand together, making the mission of this college more important than ever. As we have done for over 7 decades, NATO is responding. Since 2014, we have carried out a fundamental transformation of our alliance to further strengthen our deterrence and defense to the full range of threats from wherever they come, and to prepare for a world of greater state-to-state competition. All NATO allies have increased defense spending, invested in high-end capabilities, and boosted the readiness of our forces. We have increased our exercises and activities on land, at sea, and in the air, deployed multinational combat-ready troops in the east of the alliance, and strengthened our defenses against cyber and hybrid attacks. At our summit in June, NATO leaders agreed to do even more together. Through NATO 2030, an ambitious agenda for our future security, as we continue to boost our military readiness, we're also sharpening our technological edge with a new Defense Innovation Accelerator and Innovation Fund that will support academics and entrepreneurs working on cutting-edge technologies. We are strengthening our cyber defenses and increasing the resilience of our critical infrastructure, supply chains, and societies to make them less vulnerable to attack. We are stepping up to defend the rules-based international order by deepening our cooperation with like-minded countries and organizations around the world. And for the first time, we are putting climate change at the core of NATO's agenda, not just to reduce the impact of climate on our militaries, but to reduce the impact of our militaries on the climate. Finally, we are developing NATO's next strategic concept in time for our summit in Madrid in June next year. This is an opportunity to reflect the radical changes in our security environment, chart a common course forward, and recommit to our values and the transatlantic unity. Ladies and gentlemen, in calling for the creation of the NATO Defense College in 1951, General Eisenhower wrote that the challenges facing the new transatlantic alliance were on such a scale that nations would need to find a way of constantly exploring new approaches and broadening our points of view. As we look to the next decade, the college's role in widening our horizons and strengthening the transatlantic bond is more relevant than ever. So thank you for everything you do to support our shared security. I wish you a very happy 70th anniversary and much success as we continue to strengthen NATO for 2030 and beyond. Thank you so much.